Hello, everyone, and welcome to my first major attempt at trying to go after the Rain Syndicate oil rig. Now, I am underleveled, and this is the first time I've actually made it this far because I didn't realize that you could use a swimming pal to get under all the lasers, because there's probably a dozen laser towers that all just obliterate you out of the sky whenever you try and approach with a flying pal, even a fast one like Jet Dragon. So, in basically now I am here at the oil rig, the alarm has gone off, and there's a bunch of guys here to try and take me down. However, thankfully, my fire deer named Lilina, after Lilina from Emblem 6, is very good at keeping me alive and throwing these guys off the side with fireballs. Um, However, my first trip up onto the oil rig is not going to go very well, as you will see shortly, because I have a lot to learn and am woefully unequipped for what is, well, woefully unprepared for what's coming. I do have some pretty good gear, weapons, and armor. However, I am going to entirely miss the fact that there are things like this machine gun that have a little control panel there that allow me to defeat them. So I entirely missed the control panel and decided to aggro literally everyone in this area, including the big muscly guy with the Gatling gun. So I have a turret that is specifically going after me, plus the big guy with a giant machine gun. Thankfully, these tents are not destructible and I am able to hide behind them. However, again, I failed to realize that I can destroy the giant fire laser turrets and fly off the side and get completely smoked by the giant turret. Um, when what I thought was a really cool play to just like go through, but those turrets don't care about the stability of the oil rig. So several deaths later, and I am now trying to get my stuff back because like I have just gotten to the like I know it's been a while since the Sakurajima update, but it's been a little bit since I played this particular file, so I've like just gotten to some of the plasteel stuff. Now, one of the big problems is the alarm is still raised, so as you can see, there's about 20 grunts down on that platform. So am not unable to even approach from the water very effectively because they are just swarming and they have a lot of guns. So basically, I am being very quick, and jumping up over here. Now, this is a really um, rough spot because I jumped up in the middle of everything, and well, thankfully this is going much better because I was able to duck under the lasers. Now, one of the things that is very important for me recovering my stuff is the use of I forget the actual name of this pal, but Budget Alucard. Because what his ability is whenever I deal damage, I recover. So basically, all of my attacks are leech life, which is very useful because this gives me a lot more sustainability, because although the addition of recovery meds is very appreciated, um, the they have a really slow relative life gain. So having a discount Alucard and the recovery meds is really nice. And there you saw me shooting at the turret because I didn't realize that they had little control panels that could blow them up. Now here I'm being very smart and not aggroing the giant guy with the machine gun and letting Lilina take 1v1 this guy. Because I was able to chuck the Pal Sphere far and above where the platform is, so I'm not in aggro range, but Lilina is taking care of this guy, and as you can tell, I love making Fire Emblem references when I can. But now that that guy is taken care of, I'm going to be able to move a lot closer, or at least in this case, take my rifle and take care of him really quickly, and then go and start destroying these turrets and going after my giant amounts of stuff that happen to be left there, because I died a lot trying to recover my stuff, but thankfully I had good enough production stuff that I was able to make at least a decent amount of armor and such in order to and as you can see, watch Lilina's health bar as that minigun spins up. Like, it is, the crushers are absolutely ridiculous. Granted, Lilina does not have very good physical defense in this or in Fire Emblem, but still not great. But I have still have a full team ahead of me, so I'm able to clean up and recover my stuff with relative ease, at least at this point. However, as you can see from the time, I am planning on at least a little bit of extra revenge and trying to figure out what's going on. And by figure out what's going on, I'm trying to survey the oil rig a little bit more, because now I at least know I can destroy turrets, and I have all of my really good stuff again. So now I have a rocket launcher, more upgraded weapons, and significantly better armor. And I also have my really fast glider. So now, instead of having the old PAL armor, I have the plasteel, and though it's probably meant to be ammo cases, I like to think that I just have two Sheikah slates, and that's why I have such a great heads-up display. So here I am, now that I have all my stuff back. These guys are much easier to deal with. And yeah, I've been, on this particular character, I've been leveling attack a lot, and I think it is, I haven't really tested it out, but being able to do more significant damage to these guys is very nice. Alright, and now I'm going to make my assault on the next part of the platform, and oh boy, is it so much nicer to have a rocket launcher than not, because this thing just does so much damage, and it is absolutely going to be very useful on subsequent attempts to try and take the oil rig. And I'm just doing this in like a solo, and this is in a solo world, so it is just me by myself and trying to figure out how in the world can I loot this thing. And the Fire Lizalfos gets completely smoked by the rocket, which is great, because as everyone knows, Lizalfos in Legend of Zelda really like to jump around, and even with the Z targeting system, it is quite difficult to deal with them. And my thought, granted, I don't know, and probably these turrets will respawn, as you can see, but Alucard is showing the budget nature of his nickname, because he's aggroed to all of the dudes that are at the bottom of the oil rig, so he's going to try and 1v20. However, that particular gank squad is going to be a little bit too much for him. However, with all of the enemies gone, at least in this particular spot, I am able to, I'm at least able to go through and start destroying these turrets. They're probably going to respawn. However, I at least have some decent practice at trying to navigate them. And it seems like that you are immune to turret fire, or at least they just miss you during that part of it. So these things are, yeah, it looks like you're immune while you're destroying the turret. So, and they don't do a ton of damage while you're wearing plasteel. So I think for the most part, you should be pretty safe if the area is cleared of pals. And as you can see, Alucard lost the 1v and the 1v20, and now knowing that I am running a little bit short on pals because I can't stop at the Pokemart and get revives, I am planning on making my exit. If these turrets stay shut down, or at least the machine guns stay shut down, that would be great. Now the smart thing would be just to use the glider and get down. However, I'm gonna thinking that these lasers don't go through the oil rig, I get on my dragon. But thankfully, I have enough health that I'm able to get out of there, and my stuff is saved. So if you like these type of misadventures, please let me know, and I can keep sharing them. But I had a good time making this, and I will catch you in the next video. Have an awesome day. See ya.